Everybody on Facebook, Instagram, all the platforms, YouTube. I'm going to talk about a case study of how my client, Joshua Giles, made $155,000 in 30 days working with us. He started off as a coaching client about a year ago and had some great success with his business when he first started. It was really cool. His first offer that he put out there, he did about $60,000, but then it ended up really dipping down. And over the course of about a year, it ended up dipping down, and he was making about $15,000 to $25,000 a month, which is really good. This is all like within the first 6 months of working with us coaching. Okay. And he hadn't been making that much before. The most that he had been making was about $15,000 a month coaching, doing sports coaching and things like that. He does Major League Baseball coaching, but we helped him with some spiritual coaching and then some business coaching offers that he put out there. And so I helped him come up with the strategy for how to reach the clients, the advertising, what the campaign was, what the messaging was, how to get people to buy into it, okay? And so here's how my client, Joshua, went up to, in 30 days, $155,000 in 1 month. Okay? And the amount of ad spend to get this was 3 plus, I think maybe 5. So $8,000 total in ad spend. However, he spent the $3,000, made it back within 7 days. Okay? He spent the $5,000, made it back within 7 days. And that's where a lot of people are like, oh, I don't have that much money. He was able to put that on a credit card for a week, no interest, and pay it back. And so here's what he did. Here's exactly how he did it, okay? I'm going to walk you through the process that we helped him with for his business. So he launched a virtual event, a 3-day event in his business, 3 days long. And 1, 2, 3, on day 3, he promoted to people a $997 course that included 8 weeks of coaching. Okay? He sold this to 70 people. 70 people. Okay? The next week, he ended up partnering with an organization. I'm not going to say the name of it. Some of y'all might know if you look it up. He ended up partnering with an organization, did another 3-day. I believe he brought in close to $80,000 for that organization, and then he had a deal with them to split the revenue by 50%. So he was able to pocket, I think, $40K off of that. Okay, so you add this up, 70,000 plus 40,000. That's all within 2 weeks. Okay, then he ran another 3-day event, the same event 2 weeks later as this one, promoted the $997 product to a whole brand new audience, sold 35 of those for $997. So total, within 30 days, he was able to bring in 40 plus 70. I think I did the math wrong on this. It's 100 and... I did do the math wrong. I'm sorry. I did the math wrong. I'll change the number. We missed it by about 10,000. So $70,000 plus 40 equals 110. Plus 35 equals 145. 145,000. So yeah, I was off by 10,000. I was like adding it up in my head before I did this video. I was like, oh, it's 155. I'm gonna edit the title of the video after it's done. Now, I'm not trying to make up numbers here, people. I'm not trying to come up with that. And so by doing this, by doing live events, and this one he was able to partner with somebody and do a 50-50 split on it with somebody else's audience, so he didn't have to pay for ad spend, using somebody else's stage, make 40,000. And then this one spend $3,000 in ads. This one spend $5,000 in ads. And so he would have pocketed off of this $137,000 in 30 days. Okay? And so that's what he did, is he generated leads. I would say he got 1,200 leads off of this one, about 1,000 leads off of this one. This one was a lot higher. I think this one was close to 6,000 leads. Wasn't the same number because it's a different niche. It was a different market. It was a different audience, okay? So the numbers were different. Why was this one lower than this one? Because this one had a lot of people that were nurtured for a long length of time. This was a cold audience. So the numbers were about half as much. So now what we're going to be doing with him is we're going to be taking a 1-day event, sending people to the 3-day event, and then pushing them to this. And we should be able to bring our ad costs down to almost basically zero. It'll get paid for by the 1-day event, and this number should go up to 40 to 50,000. Okay? And by doing that, coaches, trainers, course creators, every single month are able to get new clients, fill their lead pipeline with brand new leads, with brand new people, and you're able to present and sell your courses or your coaching or your offers to people by doing this. This is what I help people do in my Client Growth Accelerator. This is what I'm helping people do right now in their coaching businesses, is walking them through the process. How do you come up with your copy, your ads, your offer? How do you put all that together? Okay? And so this is what my client Joshua Giles was able to do. $145,000, I had the number wrong, over the course of 30 days by partnering with one platform and then doing 2 3-day challenges, 3-day events, 3-day virtual events to a cold audience to get people to sign up for his $1,000 program. Okay? And so if you're somebody that's saying, I'm a coach, I'm a trainer, how do I do this? I'm putting on a virtual event next week. I haven't announced it yet, but it's called Finding Your Niche. I'm going to do the Finding Your Niche training again, live, in person for people. It's free. I don't have the link to it. You can't even register for it yet. Yet I'm telling you about it. But you'll find it over at my website, jeremiahkrakowski.com, all about finding your niche. And then we're probably going to be doing another event later in the month all about filling your lead pipeline and getting more leads to you. And then we might do another one about how do you create, launch, and scale your 6-figure coaching business. And really, this is a 7-figure coaching business right here. This is 7 figures. Even if you miss this by 90%, that would still be $13,700 in 1 month. For most people, that would be incredible. Oftentimes when my clients work with me, they don't just hit the numbers once. They don't just hit the numbers like, 10,000 and then that's it. They go way beyond that. They go way beyond that level because that's just the nature of how this goes. It's actually easier to make a lot of money than it is to make a little bit of money. And some of y'all need to flip your mindset that it was harder to make 145,000 than it would be to make 13,000. It's actually the same level of hard. It's literally the same amount of work to make 13,000 in 1 month as it is to make 145,000 in a month. Okay? So that's what I'm showing people how to do in the Client Growth Accelerator. That's what I'm walking people through in there. If you're not in there, the doors close to my group coaching program where you get my courses, training, coaching with me. I get to come alongside you and help you build your business and walk you through all of this with you, help you write your copy, look at your ads, do audits on all that. We're going to be able to go over that together in the Client Growth Accelerator. And so you can either join today, okay, at the lowest price it'll ever be, $166 a month, or you can get on the waiting list if you're watching this too late and jump in sometime in the future, but it'll cost you more. It'll cost you more. It's going to be more expensive. All right? So that's how my client made $155,000 in his business in 30 days. $145,000. $137,000 after the ad spend. So let's keep the numbers real. Have a good one, everybody. I can't wait to see some of you in the Client Growth Accelerator. We are doing a bonus Q&A tonight at 8 p.m. Central. Able to answer all your questions. You'll be able to find it. Scroll down on my page. You'll be able to find it on there, the link to it. You'll have to jump in the Facebook group or be on my email list to actually receive the Zoom link, okay? If you need the link to the bonus Q&A, just leave me a comment, and I'll tell you where to go find it. You got to at least go join the Facebook group of the last event that we just did. We were just wrapping up. The recordings are being taken down tonight, okay? And so listen, if you're a coach, if you're a trainer, if you're somebody that wants to make real money, 6 and 7 figures in a coaching business, I'd love to help you. I'd love to show you how. I'd love to show you how we're doing that, how we're helping our clients do that, and how you can as well. All right, everybody?